Welcome inside of Kissing After Dark. You heard the song "Hey Lover." Yeah, that's one of those hidden tracks that went #1 from our special guest tonight. He is here, ladies. Brand new CD in stores as of today, and he is the crooner, Freddie Jackson. Welcome back home,
Lenny. Yeah, welcome home. It's a pleasure to be here once again, hanging out with you and your crazy self and everybody else around here, and good food. Lenny got food up here in here, man. Some catered stuff. I'll come up in here anytime and hang out with you.
Oh, you see, I have to buy his support to come in. You know, I love this brother immensely.
Yes, sir.
I got to buy his support to come up in.
Let me let you know, and it was worth the while, man. I mean, that food is delicious, but it's just good to be here. You always show me a lot of love and a lot of support whenever I have something new. And this is from the heart.
It is, and it's given from the heart.
Yes, sir.
Man, because you know what, you're a genuine soul.
Yeah,
you're a genuine soul.
That's true.
And that is so important and so valuable, and you don't find too many genuine souls sometimes.
Well, Lenny, this is real. I've been doing this now since 1984, my first CD, and it is what it is. It's so people used to say, "Are you just gonna always continue to just do this?" I believe in letting it fall where it's supposed to fall. If in fact one of these soul records that I sing should cross over to do what it's gonna do, then so. But I'm not intentionally going into the studio saying I need to record a pop album. That's just not gonna happen. And so that's just not gonna happen to me. You and My Lady, I keep it real. You and My Lady was the closest to having a #5 pop record that I ever had. And when Barry Eastman and I did that song, it wasn't like, now we gotta have a song that might go crossover pop. You just let it do what it's going to do, and therefore you will have longevity when it's for real, not something that comes and goes.
Well, brother, you have a brand new CD that came out today, and it's obviously fire is not stopping at all. Freddie Jackson's brand new CD For You is in stores as of today. You need to pick it up. We're going to feature some of the cuts, but right now we're going to feature some of your favorite all-time slow jams.
Oh man, there's a few.
First one is on the table. Anita Baker giving you the best.
Giving you the best that I got. I hung out with her at the Soul Train Awards, and they honored her, and I got a chance to kiss her, and she gave me the best that she had.
I know. Let's give everyone the best.
There we go.
Here's Anita Baker.
All right.
Freddie Jackson, inside of Kissing After Dark. Luther Vandross, now that's an all-time classic, forever, for always, for love. For Freddie Jackson tonight. For You, for Freddie Jackson, brand new CD is in stores today. This makes album number what?
With the ones that were released that I had no business, nothing, no, we won't go into that. But the real...
Let's get it real now. Before Freddie came to our attention, he was a member of a group.
Oh man, I need another plate of food, man. That was Mystic Merlin. That's right. That's when my first stab at writing too. And I was working a full-time job as a word processor, and I auditioned for the group. Went out to LA and recorded that Full Moon album, and came back to New York City and went back to my job.
That's crazy.
I sure did.
But you know what you say? You said a lot in that sentence. You came from a place that you didn't obviously love, but you had a different passion.
That's I keep telling people that's the word, passion. You have to have a passion for what it is that you do, and I'm very honored that I'm able to. Jeffrey Osborne and I were talking backstage, we're doing the Minnesota tour, but Jeffrey said, I am really blessed to be able to do what it is that I love, the passion for what I love. He said, and get paid for it. And I said, Jeffrey, you're so right, you're getting paid a little more than I am, but at the end of the day, the passion has got to be there in it, and that's the stuff that sticks like glue. This CD For You is, there's a lot of passion in it because it's the first time that I am co-executive producer of a CD that I've made CDs like forever, and albums and vinyls, whatever you want to call them, for years. But this is the first time that I was able to be hands-on and actually selecting.
And you liked it?
You know what? I learned a lot. People take a lot of my money, Lenny. But anyway, there ain't no more. But I got a chance to learn more of the stuff in the studio and what it takes to do a song and hiring the musicians. All of that stuff is far beyond just... See, an artist means that you know your artistry. And so, therefore, I got a chance to learn a lot of this, and I thank Barry Eastman because, of course, he knows this stuff. This is what he does. And so I was in school while I was doing this CD, and I learned a lot.
Well, you know what? You also study a lot of what you learn. So we're going to get into a song that you appreciate from Kenny Lattimore, which just so happens to be.
Which just so happens to be. Well, I told Kenny, I said, we did South Africa together. And I said, man, I want a song called For You. Well, Kenny, if you just so happen to be listening, I didn't steal your title, but this song that Kenny sings, For You, the cup of love will overflow, and I'll add to you a wedding ring and all that stuff for you. Kenny sings the mess out of this song, and from artist to artist, you know, it's good when we can give each other the accolades. And this is a beautiful all-time love song, For You by Kenny Lattimore.
This is CD. Well, yeah. So let's go into that. Mr. Kenny Lattimore with Freddie Jackson tonight inside of the Perfect Album Side on 98.7 KISS FM. Kissing After Dark, and of course tonight we have company over for dinner.
Yes, sir.
You enjoyed the food?
Ooh, man, I'm sitting here. You don't feed somebody before they go to work like this, Lenny. All you hear is itis, man, and I'm trying not to have it. I'm just coming off of the road, and you know, but I had to come by and visit you, and you know, talk about the CD. But the food is delicious, and I love to cook. I told the chef that I said, I signed an autograph. I said, I'm never cooking again. Not as long as you're in Long Island.
You know, these cats, man, these brothers are doing some great things. A big shout out to Lowly's Catering.
Yes, sir.
They come in and they show me tremendous love, and they always prepare a very nutritious and
yes.
layout.
It's I mean, barbecue salmon and barbecue chicken and macaroni and cheese, collard greens, yams, rice. And somebody who works for the station went in there and fixed the plate, and I said, "Yo, man, you're taking too many greens."
Yeah, brother. I'm glad the food tastes well. So big shout out once again to Lowly's. Appreciate that.
Yeah, please go on over there. The brothers are here, and support them, but they are worth the drive, or however you get there. It's really fantastic.
Hey man, we just came out of a song that you gave us. So wow, 80s. Have you ever loved somebody?
Oh man, have you ever? I was madly in love when I recorded Have You Ever Loved Somebody. Sometimes I wish I can go back to those days because my skin is so thick right about now. Yeah, you know, when you go, you know, well, you know, Lenny, when you go through a lot of stuff, the ups and downs and the hopes and the dreams, and we're gonna be together forever, that whole 9 yards, you know. Sometimes as you get older, as you are, and I
gotta pay attention to Freddie. You see, I heard that little snap. First of all, you put yourself in the older category. I'm just growing. I'm trying to get to. If I can get to your.
Oh, don't even go there, Lenny Gray. Yeah, I don't know why I even brought that conversation up.
I don't know.
That's another segment. That's a whole other show. But you know, after a while, you just kind of like go with it, and you know when it's right, when it's real. When you search for it, that's when the headaches start, because you look for the perfect and the right things. But Have You Ever Loved Somebody is a song. I was madly in love with someone, but I think I was more in love with them than they were in love with me. And so I had to come to reality. I pulled out my crystal ball and said, have you ever loved somebody? Can you learn to love somebody, baby, the way somebody loves you? Because I'm in love with you, but I don't think you're in love with me the same way. Well, so that's what that song did for me.
The great thing about it, you knew.
Yes, sir.
Some people, either they kind of have an indication, but they don't want to admit to it.
Yeah.
And you kind of knew that wasn't happening, and you brought it to the fore.
And then, you know, somebody can go on for a long time in their own world of love, being in love, you know, and until you like, I don't think you digging me as much as I'm digging you. So that sounds like I'm digging you as much as you're digging me. But this song to me just was the answer, and it woke me up.
Well, you know what? It kind of led me to understand then that I can understand why Aretha Franklin and the George Benson song that was named one of your favorite songs is a good song.
Love All the Hurt Away.
Let's do that.
Let's do that. That's for real.
Jackson with us tonight. We're going to get into this new album, this new CD, which is in stores officially as of today. It's called For You. This is CD number 12, I believe.
I think so, Lenny. Don't quote me, but I think it's 12. Thank God I can say I've had quite a few, but this is CD number 12. And I also shot a video. The nerve and the audacity for me with my pretty young self to be with this beautiful brown lady in Brooklyn. And I'm going to go on and on and on.
Let's get into Aretha Franklin, George Benson, and this is Love All the Hurt Away.
Here we go.
Freddie Jackson.